Alright, so we're in top 4 against Little Darwin, who I've never played against before. I end up mulliganing quite hard and keeping a hand that's very land heavy, but I've got a couple cantrips. They lead off with Mountain Rift Bolt, so obviously they're on burn. I'm going to immediately get an island. So here we're just hoping that we can draw into some Godfar's Faithfuls early. They have a lot of damage, but I have a Godfar's Faithful and I can ponder, so I can get some of that back. I end up seeing another Godfar's Faithful off the top, which is amazing. So I'll draw that. I'm going to be drawing an island next, but I can fetch to get rid of the island and then ponder. I decide to block since I have a Faithful coming back up, and then that'll save me 2 life plus whatever that burn they decide to use on it. And they'll Chain Lightning. So, Godfar's Faithful, fetch, get an island, ponder. Ponder's going to see Strand's Faithful Deep Analysis. I'm going to keep all of these. Probably drawing the Strands and the Faithful. Yeah. So I basically don't want to block. I decide to block just since I have many backups and they don't have an action. They do play a Thermo Alchemist, but I get my second Faithful out. They're going to attack here. I'll definitely block again. And they go for Lava Spike on my face, and I will Prismatic Strands to try to block the Lava Spike damage, and they'll kill my Faithful. But at least my life total is still high. Now on my turn, I'm drawing into a Deep Analysis. I decide to fetch first to try to thin out the library and then Deep Analysis, since I couldn't flash it back anyway. I draw into Preordain and Seagate Oracle. Can keep getting some more life back, and the opponent is pretty low on cards. They're attacking, and I decide to block, see what they want to do. They go for the Searing Blaze, and I'll flashback Prismatic Strands. And in response, they Fire Blast the Faithful. So now they're down to 1 land and no cards in hand. I do see another Prismatic Strands that I'll draw and just kind of hold that up now. On their turn, okay. So they don't attack into my guys, and they're just holding stuff up. I'll play out my Seagate Oracle and my Preordain, trying to hold up my Prismatic Strands. I do draw into another Faithful, which is amazing. They give it down to 7, so I'm very close to dying. See what happens. Come on, replay. There we go. So here I'm definitely going to play the Godfar's Faithful. They are pinging me with a Thermo. I don't have a reaction, so they Needle Drop, and then I think here's where I'm going to Strands. No, I don't Strands. Ooh. Thinking maybe I can just get ahead of it. I draw into 2 Deep Analysis, so I'll have to hold that one up. I decide to cast Strands here to just keep my life total high. If they have 2 burn spells on their turn, I don't want to get killed. They ping me and skewer, so I'll Strands right now. They don't have instant speed thing, so we get to draw some cards and gain some life. Draw into another Prismatic Strands. I will Chancery to pick up the Sanctuary. They're pinging me down, and I don't have a Strands in hand, which is bad, but they can only put me to 1, so the Searing Blaze put me to 1. Essentially, with the Thermo Alchemist. They decide not to Thermo on this turn, I believe. And this leaves me an opening to play Prismatic Strands in response to their Thermo pinging me. I do draw into a Muldrifter, so I'll play the Sunscape Familiar, get back Preordain. I'm going to just evoke the Muldrifter. They Thermo Alchemist and all Prismatic Strands a response. The Muldrifter draws me into just some cantrips. Play the cantrips, see lands, and just bin them. Draw into Mystic Sanctuary, so still kind of in a bad spot. If they draw any burn spell, it's going to be very difficult to win this. So here we go. I think we're just waiting on them. I'll cycle, island. Echoing Truth is great because I can Echoing Truth the Thermo Alchemist here, and that way I can don't have to worry about responding to things. I can Echoing Truth the Thermo Alchemist, play the Mystic Sanctuary, get back a Deep Analysis to get a Deep Analysis, or cantrips, or whatever I want to do here. I decide to Echoing Truth the Seagate Oracle instead to kind of chain through my deck. I see a Ghostly Flicker, and then I Ghostly Flicker two Sanctuaries to get back Ghostly Flicker and something else. I think Preordain. I will cast a Deep Analysis, cast a Preordain, see a Prohibit, cast a Seagate Oracle, and hold up Prohibit. So that was a very good turn for me. They got another Thermo Alchemist, which I Prohibit, and they have had enough. So game over. So here I'm bringing in all the blue blasts, and I'm bringing out Sage Denizen, 2 Deep Analysis, and 1 Flicker I decided this time. So let's see how it goes. We do have Prohibit Faithful Sunscape, so it's a bit slow, but I'm going to keep it anyway. Sanctuary can get me Faithful on my turn too. They're bashing in. I'll fetch and get my Faithful out immediately. Here, I think I'm going to not block, yeah. Okay, so they decide that's fine, they'll just Fire Blast it. They're down to one card in hand and 1 mana available, so I'm going to play my Sunscape Familiar and then leave up Prohibit. They get in for 2 damage, and I can Prohibit the Needle Drop. I'm still taking a lot of damage, but luckily I get a Godfrost Faithful and then see a Seagate Oracle and then a Prismatic Strand. So now I'm very well set. I can Preordain, get my Sunscape Familiar, and I'll just block here. I'm not blocking my Godfrost Faithful in case they have the mana to kill it. They end up killing my Sunscape Familiar, and then I Preordain and get a Blue Elemental Blast. So I'm going to be leaving up Prismatic Strands here. So I'm definitely going to Firebrand or blast the Archer. They can't really get in. Take a damage, and then I'm going to, let's see. I'm just going to cast the Muldrifter since they have no cards in hand. They end up getting another Archer. Then waiting. So take a damage. Okay, so basically with them having no cards in hand, we're way ahead. We can just Prismatic Strands to stop anything on their turn, and then keep beating down, playing Muldrifters, and then when we draw anything that can draw us cards, we completely overwhelm them. And that's the round. That puts us into the finals, and we end up splitting with our opponent and taking the win. Thanks everybody for watching, and I hope you have a great day.